You will see when I die, I'll become much more than what I am, because I won't die.
My father's elder brother passed away 10 years ago. He's been appearing in my dreams.
One who is on the spiritual path is not trying to earn good karma, because for him, all karma is bondage. People who are very loving and nice people, many times all kinds of suffering is coming to them because you have no way of. Gautama came back after 8 years, gave the begging bowl to his son and said, "This is my legacy. This is the ultimate security." Only that person who's lost the need for security is truly secure. I can create 10 different practices which can give the impact of Shambhavi, but there is no substitute for it. Because that is the most important thing that you have done in all these years. You're always looking forward to your Guru's death because you want him more present. This is not a bond of love. This is a bond of light. How much emotionally you feel is not important. How intensely you reverberate with me, that's important.
Namaskaram, Sadhguru. Is it because you were enlightened in previous lifetimes that you're able to remember your past lives?
That is because you did not die. You left consciously from… That's a very big difference. Just dying, the normal form of dying, and leaving the body consciously is very different. Now you retain everything, including your discretion. It is, in fact, heightened, not lowered, because now you lost the burden of the body. Because you're fully conscious and you left it consciously, without the burden of the body, you will become so much more effective, so much more present than before. You will see when I die, I'll become much more than what I am. Yes because I won't die, I'll go. It's very different from going and just falling dead. You will see I'll become much more present. Because physical body has its restrictions, it restrains some things, it loses some things. Right now, the moment you sit here, no matter what experiences you had with me, what all has happened, still you can't help looking at me as a person. Once you see me as a person, your mind will not stop, it will make its own judgments, it'll make its own struggles, because with another person you always have this, isn't it? Once this is no more a person, you will see your ability to accept this is so much better. In many ways… Okay, I don't want to say such things to you. Huh? In many ways, you're always looking forward to your Guru's death because you want him more present. And the presence is little limited because of the physical body. It's slightly lowered because of the body. The body is gone, you will see he will become much more present. Nothing wrong. Don't think in terms of, oh, no, I'm not. That's not this is. This is not a bond of love. This is a bond of light. So, your emotions are okay, I respect that, but it doesn't mean much. That's not what is important. How much emotionally you feel is not important. How intensely you reverberate with me, that's important. But without emotion, you may never reverberate, so you need emotion. Emotion gives you focus. Emotion doesn't serve any purpose by itself, but it gives you focus. Now you love somebody intensely, It existentially doesn't mean anything, but it creates a psychological situation where all your focus is on that person, isn't it? Yes? It paves the way, and paving the way is an important step to travel, isn't it? It's not travel. Paving the way is not the journey, but paving the way makes the journey easy, effortless. Now, if you have no strong emotional feeling, why will you think of that person? Now you have a strong emotion. Now all the time your focus is on that person, isn't it? So in that way, it is a useful tool, but it is not existentially anything.
Namaskaram, Sadhguru. Why do people seem to want more happiness, joy, and peace, yet at the same time cling to their old habits and resist change?
Yes, that is the plight of most human beings. They want their life to be exciting, but they don't want anything new to happen. Anything new, they resist. This is because, as we have been pointing out in so many different ways, they have gotten mixed up with two different aspects of nature. One is physical nature, and is the ultimate nature, which is not physical. This physical nature is always craving for protection, safety. Self-preservation is the root of physical nature. If every cell in this body was not loaded with the instinct of self-preservation, they would get lazy. If they just stop functioning, you're gone. They're all charged with the instinct of self-preservation, they're constantly on. That is physical nature. So preservation naturally demands that you want to go into the fridge. Doesn't matter you get frozen, but it's safe and you get preserved. But the ultimate nature in you wants to expand. It doesn't care about preservation, it wants to become much more than what it is right now. It feels hugely restrained by the physical body. That which is the creator within you feels terribly restrained by this physical body. It wants to be something more, all the time something more. Because you don't know anything, if you do not know anything better than food or money or this or that, you seek through that, but you want something more all the time. If that something more happens, you want something more, something more, something more. It wants to reach its ultimate nature because it can't be bound, it is boundless nature. It doesn't like to be bound. The more conscious and aware you become, the more you feel restrained by the physical body. If you're living very physical existence, almost like an animal. When I say an animal, I'm not using the word animal in a derogatory way, I mean as a biological entity. If you're existing here as a biological entity, you see, such people don't have too many struggles, they're quite okay. Yes, their physical needs are taken care of, they're quite all right. I don't know what you do here in India, in Tamil Nadu, I keep reminding people, there are too many people who are just happy eating pongal and drinking one coffee. They're just satisfied look on their face. The stomach is full. Don't you see those people? Nothing wrong with them, just little lower on the evolutionary scale, that's all. Yes, it's still too biological. So they never think of other possibilities of expansion is not a big thing for them. It is there in them also, you can't kill it, it's there. But it is not finding a strong expression. The body is finding a stronger expression than the ultimate nature within them. The creation is finding a stronger expression than the creator within them. But once they become little mentally active and little more aware, now endless desire, endless desire. Now they can't just eat and just be happy. So this mix-up between the physical nature and the ultimate nature, you're unnecessarily creating a conflict where there is no conflict. The longing to expand is there, but somehow you think if you do that, the security of existence will go away. It's not true. It's not at all true. Only that person who's lost the need for security is truly secure. One who is seeking security will never be secure in his whole life. It never happens. Does it happen to anybody? It never will happen. One who has abandoned the need for security, that person is totally secure. It is from this basis that the process of brahmacharya, sannyasa came up. When, Gautama, like a thief, left his wife and an 18-month-old son and disappeared for 8 years in search of truth. The woman, his wife, Yashodhara, was raging with anger. And after 8 years, after his enlightenment, he felt he owed this to her, that he has to come and share what he has become. So he came back after 8 years. Various situations I will not go into that now. When he came back, she raged and raved with anger. You cowered like a thief, you walked away. Did you have the guts to even tell me? What truth are you searching for? Gautama tried to tell her, see, I know I have been your husband, but that man doesn't exist anymore. Everything has changed. Look at me. All that is totally gone. This is something else. I want you to know this too. She said, all this nonsense bullshit, you want your truth. I don't want your bloody truth. She pulled this 8-year-old boy, Rahul, in front of him and said, what is your legacy for him? What have you got to give him? Do you have a kingdom? Do you have anything to give this boy that you fathered? Gautama looked at the boy, caressed him and asked Ananda, go get my begging bowl. Ananda brought the begging bowl. Gautama gave the begging bowl to his son and said, this is my legacy. This is the ultimate security. I have abandoned the need for security and I want him to abandon that too. I want you to abandon that too. Only then you're truly secure. Till then you will never know security. So the struggle is just that. The physical is looking for security, the ultimate is wanting to expand. How can you be secure and expand? Expansion is a risk. It's like a moving car, isn't it? It's a risk. But a car that doesn't move, what is the point? What is the point of a car that doesn't move? Everything is meaningless. So, if you live in a stationary car for your whole life because it's secure, and you don't dare to take the step of moving your car, it feels safe but suffocating. It feels very safe, but after some time, if you let your thoughts run, you will definitely get this thought, why am I here? What's the point being alive? This is bound to come. Once you have come as a human being, if you do not give a conscious expression to the ultimate nature, If you are just stuck with the physical nature of self-preservation and procreation, definitely human form has gone waste upon you. The intention of the Creator has gone waste upon you. You have just gotten stuck to the past. If you were here as a monkey instead of being a human, you could have handled the physical nature with much more completeness. These problems wouldn't be there. You could even climb a tree, Yes. And you would even have an extra appendage. It would be just great, really. If you just want to serve the physical nature in you, human form is not a good form, it just troubles you like hell. So if you just live within the parameters of the physical and never allow yourself to go beyond that because it's all safe, nature will understand that you just want to be a biological entity, you don't want to know the ultimate nature, so next time you may have a tail. Yes, because nature is not trying to punish you or give you rewards, it just understands that this is what you want. So, animal population going up would be a good thing. Ecologically good, isn't it? Human population going down and animal population going up is a good thing for the planet, isn't it? But not for you.
Sadhguru, you say that giving ourselves to the process can take us to another dimension, but I don't really understand what that means. And you also say one should be involved, not entangled. Could you explain the difference?
I think we were just talking about this in the class. Entanglement has come because you have chosen areas of involvement in this existence. If you do not choose, if you're simply involved with life, there would be no entanglement. For you to be involved right now, you got to own the damn thing, isn't it? It has to be your husband, it has to be your daughter, it has to be your. You've chosen your areas of involvement, isn't it? Once you choose your area of involvement, then you naturally get entangled. If you do not choose this, you're simply involved, just with everything. Involvement need not necessarily mean physical action. Maybe you only cook for 2 people in your house, but can you be involved with everything that you see? Maybe you'll water your own garden and nothing else, but can you involve with another tree on the street? Yes. Can we involve with another human being on the street? Yes. So if you are totally involved with life without distinction, there is no question of entanglement. You have chosen your areas of involvement, so you're stuck.
If I give myself to the process, can it take me to another dimension?
Dimension? Right now you're in a particular dimension, yes? Yes. You cannot know the other dimension. A dimension which is not in your experience does not exist for you. But if you think it does not exist, what it amounts to is you have come to such a foolish state that what you know is all there is in existence. That is a foolish state, isn't it? Can life be much more than what you know? Can it be? Far more than what you know? That means there are other dimensions, isn't it?
Namaskaram, Sadhguru. My father's elder brother passed away 10 years ago. But for the past couple of years, he's been appearing in my dreams, taking me back to memories we shared. Does this have any connection to real life?
Poor man decided to leave you 10 years ago. Please leave him alone. If he comes in the dream, you have emotions, it's okay. But don't try to do other things. 10 years is a long time. when somebody dies, I wanted to understand, unless it happens in a certain ways. Otherwise, when somebody dies, it may not be a conscious decision. In some way, his life, the life within him, decided to go, isn't it? For whatever reason. Yes? Maybe he did not consciously think, I want to go, but for some reason the life within him decided to go. Always please respect that. When they're alive, do everything that you can for them. Once they're dead, leave the dead to the dead. Somebody said that. So, when they're alive, you have business with them. When they're alive, you're not on talking terms. After they're dead, you want to communicate, don't do such things. Leave the dead to the dead. When they're alive, you have business with them. Do as much business as you wish to. Yes, when you're alive, show deep involvement with people around you. Once they die, you must just leave them. They're finished. You got nothing to do with them. And definitely he's not interested in you. Why I'm saying this is, I know this is very contradictory to what all your psychics are saying. Please understand, your relationship with somebody, whether your husband, wife, father, mother, anybody for that matter, what is your connection with them? Their physical body, their mind, their emotion. This is all, isn't it? Yes? However deep your relationship is, emotion, mind and body, this is how much you know the other person, isn't it? Do you know anything else? About your father, mother, uncle, husband, wife, child, do you know anything more than this about them? If you're mentally and emotionally connected, that itself you feel is wonderful. So all these three things dropped off, isn't it so, when they died? So once these three things have dropped off, who is your uncle? Who is your father? Tell me. You have to search in the earth. You just have to search in the earth because the body that you loved has become a part of this. He didn't take it there. So he's lost his form. So can your uncle appear now? Or your father appear now? Or grandfather appear now? Because he lost his form, isn't it so? The form that he carried, did he drop it and go or did he take his… what is it called, ascension happened? No ascension. So your uncle doesn't have a face or a body or anything, so how does he come? He cannot come. And if he happens to be around, he's not your uncle anymore. All the uncleness dropped off when he died. Now he belongs to another thing, which is not yours. It's got nothing to do with you. So leave the dead to the dead. They're entering your dreams. They are not entering your dreams. For some reason, your memory is raked up. Because you have a whole lot of memory, pleasant or unpleasant. People whom you love and people whom you hate, they are the ghosts that come in your mind, isn't it? People whom you didn't bother about, they don't come, isn't it? Isn't it so? Yes. So both whom you love and you hate, you deeply stored them in your mind. So the memories play games. It's okay. Enjoy the dream. No problem with that. What's wrong? You meeting your uncle or grandfather or great-great-great-grandfather that you had not seen, only a picture you had seen. What's wrong meeting him in the dream? There's nothing wrong meeting anybody in your dream. In your life, you choose whom to meet and whom not to meet. In your dream, no problem. Don't attach undue importance to it because it'll grow. You can't stop it. You just can't stop it. Once you try to read meanings in it, you can't stop it. It'll grow and multiply and get more and more complex by the day. First uncle will just appear, then he'll take you for a walk. Then, things will happen. Mind is an incredible instrument, but if it goes out of control, it can be a horror. You've seen people who become mentally sick? What can be a miraculous thing can become a horror if it goes little out of control, isn't it? So it's extremely important in your life and in your wakefulness and in your sleep to remain very straight is important, because the line between sanity and insanity is so thin, anybody can cross over any moment. People will be perfectly fine, tomorrow morning they just blown their fuses and gone, isn't it? Have you seen? Haven't you seen people going just crazy just like that without any warning? Because the line between sanity and insanity is so thin, very easily. Every one of you is capable of crossing that line just like that. So it's extremely important that you do not support any hallucinatory process in you. Always. Just being straight, shooting down all that nonsense and just being very straight is very, very important, because very easily you can cross the border. From miracle to horror will happen just like that.
Namaskaram, Sadhguru. If we stop doing our Samyama practice, does that mean we have lost it?
Good night. It means you're dead. No, you can always start it. That aspect of losing it, I have only spoken with reference to shunya, not with anything else. That if you do not take care of it, shunya will leave you. Because that is the most important thing that you have done in all these years. That you can't make out. How can the damn thing of doing nothing can be more important than all this Shambhavi, it just leaves you ecstatic? How can that be more important? Yes, it is. That is the most significant thing. There is no substitute for shunya. I can create 10 different practices which can give the impact of Shambhavi, but there is no substitute for shunya. It's very hard to understand because it's different.
Namaskaram, Sadhguru. You said karma carries into the next life. Can a person change their karma in this lifetime through yoga or good actions?
Oh, definitely. If that was not possible, what is the point doing all the spiritual processes? If you can't change the course, then what is the point doing all this? Then all this would be just pure nonsense, isn't it? You definitely can. By whatever you consider as good actions, can I change? With good actions, you cannot change what is there, but you can add. See, like last time you went for a test. Let's say you're studying in a university. Last time test you all got C. Now this month you're again taking the test, you can't change that report. But this time you can get all A. Next month again you can get all A. Now, if you have lots of A's, that 1 month of all C's sort of loses its significance, isn't it? Somebody looks at your report cards, okay, all C's, that's bad, but now so many A's, we'll ignore that. Then it gets lowered, but it's not gone, it's there. But if you do the necessary sadhana, where you are going to the works, going back to the works, see, sadhana means you need to understand, good deeds are just actions. It is not even good deeds which do things for you. It is just a sense of good intention constantly. Your thoughts are pleasant, emotions are pleasant. If you do this, then you will see, you'll start getting A's. So the old C's are not gone, but because there are so many A's, we can sort of little ignore the C's. If you got CCC again, then you can't ignore it, isn't it? So, people taught you must be loving, love thy neighbor, this is so that you get AA. You're pleasant. It is not good deeds as such, because there's no deed which you can call as good or bad. But you have pleasant emotion, you have pleasant thoughts you have. Now you start getting A's. This will sort of screen the C's for you, but doesn't take it away. But when you do sadhana, you're taking yourself back to the works. You don't get A, you don't get a C here, but you're trying to obliterate that. You're not trying to earn good karma. One who is on the spiritual path is not trying to earn good karma, because for him, whether it's good karma or bad karma, all karma is bondage. It's like, if I put steel shackles on you, that's one kind. Suppose I put golden shackles on you. Is it any better? Is it any better? I chain you with steel chains, that's pretty bad. Suppose I put gold chains around you. Is it any better? But it's better, isn't it, socially? Isn't it better? You're wearing gold chains and walking around? It is definitely better socially, but existentially it makes no difference. So good deeds and bad deeds make no difference existentially, but makes a big difference psychologically and socially. So if you are in pleasant emotion, you will be psychologically and socially in a good condition. If you create pleasant thoughts, pleasant emotions, the psychological and the social is handled, but existential is not handled. That will go on taking its own course. That's why these good people who are, good, I'm not talking morally good, but people who are very loving and nice people, many times all kinds of suffering is coming to them, they're always wondering why. I never wished anything bad to anybody, never did anything wrong, why is it coming? Because you have no way of taking away the old imprints. Old imprints are taken only if you take yourself back to the works. Now you're not thinking of good deed and bad deed. You just want to obliterate everything.